Hi, my name is Stephanie and I'm the Safety Officer here at CAER. What we're going to do is called a safety orientation. A safety orientation is a walkthrough of the building to show you the emergency procedures in the event of emergency. This is Lab 1. I'm going to take you through a safety walkthrough of the building, so let's head in. All right, when we first come in, you're going to find a registration desk, and any visitors and guests need to sign in at this book right here. The operating hours of this building are between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. Anytime you're working outside of those hours, you want to be sure that you're not working alone. We use the buddy system here. There's a lot of really dangerous research going on in these labs, and so nobody gets to work alone. Next, we're going to take a tour of the safety office, which is my office. It's just down the hallway here on your right. Let's go. The safety office is located in office 103A. And this is where all the safety supplies and PPE are stored. Everybody's welcome to come in anytime to get what you need. I share this office with Lee. He is the person who deals with our hazardous and chemical waste. This is Lee Faulkner. He's my office mate, and he also deals with a lot of the hazardous and chemical waste.
Hey guys, like Stephanie said, my name is Lee, and I actually do not work for CAER. I work for main campus, but I come out usually 2 days a week at least, and I deal with the chemical waste that is generated in the research labs, the hazardous waste. So if you guys are in a lab that generates hazardous waste or chemical waste, you're probably going to see me at some point. So do some inspections and go through some old chemicals that researchers don't want anymore. So if you ever deal with anything like that, you'll probably see me at some point. And good luck to you guys.
All right, if we look in the back of the safety office here, we've got a lot of chemical spill supplies. We have got some chemical waste containers, everything you need to properly dispose of waste or clean up spills. We also have a first aid station with a lot of first aid supplies and medications. We've got a sink here and a first aid kit in case we need to clean up any cuts or scrapes. We also have up here packaging supplies for shipping out dangerous goods. We keep spill trays for anybody who needs one in their lab as a secondary container. Shipping information if you're going to be shipping out dangerous goods. And the cabinets are filled to the brim with extra PPE. So come in, look through them, help yourself to what you need. When you first start work here, I'm going to give you a kit of PPE that you're going to need and supplies. You'll get your own pair of safety glasses, a badge holder, a lanyard. We also have some face masks available in case that comes around again. In this area of the safety office, I keep gas cylinder tags. And if you're ever using a gas cylinder, you want to always be sure to keep a tag on it to let everybody know the status of the cylinder. Here we keep hazardous waste tickets. If you have any chemical or hazardous waste, you fill this out and contact Lee, and he'll handle this for you. Over here we have barcode stickers for chemicals. If you are part of doing any chemical inventory in a lab, you're going to need these stickers, and they're always right here. Next, we're going to go check out the AED Station and Overdose Kit. Right outside the safety office, you'll find an AED station. This AED is pretty modern, and the only thing you have to do, if you need to use it, is there's a giant button on the front. And if you press it, it'll talk to you and just literally tell you what to do. So if anybody says to you, go grab the AED, this is where it is. Soon we're going to have an overdose kit installed right here. There's going to be one in every building at UK, and ours will be located right beside the AED. Next, we're going to go check out the building evacuation signs. These building evacuation signs are located throughout every building. What it is, it's a map, it's a layout of the blueprints of the building. It shows you where you are and where the nearest exit is. There are a lot of different types of alarms in this building, so anytime you hear a sound that sounds anything like an alarm, you want to be sure to evacuate the building. And afterwards, what we do is everybody meets in the field in the very back of the parking lot. Once everybody's there, everybody gets accounted for to make sure everybody's made it out safe. The next thing we're going to look at are fire extinguishers. You'll find a fire extinguisher every 50 feet in every UK building. There's an inspection tag that lets you know it's up to date, and a gauge that lets you know that this is a working extinguisher. So wherever you are, you're never far from a fire extinguisher. Next, we'll go to the ground floor and check it out. This is what we call the ground floor atrium. There's a lot of things going on right here. The first thing you'll see is this is the shipping and receiving area. And if you ever order something, it's going to come in through the store, and it's going to come right through here into the maintenance area. Let me show you what's going on in here. Our facilities team sits back there, so if you ever need anything facilities related, you can go back there and find one of them. Right here we have a shipping area. If you need to ship anything out, or if you're expecting to receive a shipment, it's going to come right here to this area. If your research requires a lab coat, you can find some in the facilities area over here in this cabinet. Look in here. There are all different sizes and types, so choose what you need, and these are all clean. If it does get dirty and you need it to be washed, you can just put it in this laundry bin and it will be washed and brought back. So help yourself. We want to make sure you're safe. Use what you need. We have a mail center here if you expect to receive or send mail. There's also a printer scanner copier right here too for anybody to use. If we come back out to the atrium, right next door you'll see we have a machine shop, and right here we have Steve. He's our machine shop manager.
Hello, I'm Steve Maynard, of course, you know, the machine shop manager. If you ever need any help, come see me. I mean, I can fabricate, you know, just about anything you guys need, from your design straight up to, you know, helping you design, you know, your part if you need something. Just like I say, come see me anytime. I'm always here.
Steve, if a student is interested in learning how to use one of these machines, would you be willing to show them how to do that?
I sure would. Again, just come see me and we'll take care of it.
Because there are a lot of really dangerous machines in this machine shop, we have a first aid kit right here. A really large first aid kit specifically to handle any injuries from this machine shop. We also have a body fluid spill kit in case of any spilled body fluids. We want to be sure to be very careful with those and cleaning those up. If your research requires any dry ice, we have some located just beyond the doors of the service area. Dry ice is in here, and we get a new batch every Monday. So if it's ever running low, just wait till Monday and recheck it. Now we're going to go check out some of the lab hazards. As you can see, this lab has special alarms right outside of it. And these indicate if a gas has escaped and is causing a danger or a hazard to the surrounding area. This lab specifically works with a lot of dangerous gases, and so special training is required to work in a lab like this. And if you look at the lab hazard sign just outside of this lab, it'll let you know the hazards that are inside. And you can see there are quite a few, and they're pretty dangerous. So it also lists the precautions and PPEs required to work in this lab. And this information over here is for emergency personnel like firefighters, so they know what is in this lab before they go in to put out a fire. But this is really important. You want to always pay attention to this information because there can be dangers inside of a lab that are fatal. We have some chemicals that can actually damage reproductive organs just by exposure. So these are things you want to know before you go into a lab. If we look across the hall here, there are 2 restrooms that are also locker rooms, and these also serve as tornado shelters. Because we're out here kind of in the middle of nowhere, we do get tornado warnings once in a while. So this is where you'll go if you hear that tornado warning. If you look under the stairwell, here you're going to find a large spill kit. This contains things like acid-base neutralizers and absorbent material, and this is to use in the event that a large chemical gets spilled. And that does happen every once in a while. And it's not a problem. If you're carrying a big jug of chemical, sometimes you drop it and it spills. But the problem is if it's a really strong acid, it can actually start to eat through the floor tiles. So we have neutralizers here to stop that from happening. So if you do spill a chemical and you need some help, let me know or grab the spill kit and we will deal with it accordingly. It's not a problem. Since gas cylinders are so dangerous, they're stored outside. So we're going to take a look outside at where the gas cylinders are housed. First and foremost, you want to pay attention to the signage. There's a lot of organization going on in here that you need to be aware of. So on the left side, these are full gas cylinders that have recently been delivered. And on the right side are empty gas cylinders that need to be returned and refilled. Like I said, if you're unfamiliar or uncomfortable dealing with a gas cylinder, just let myself know or your supervisor and we can make sure you do everything the safest possible way. Now let's head over and check out the gas storage area in Lab 2. This is Lab 2. This is the loading area of Lab 2, and these black cages on either side are where the gases are housed. The gas cylinders on the left here are full gas cylinders that were just delivered. The area on the right here is for returning empty gas cylinders when you're done with them. If these get mixed up, if empty cylinders get mixed in with full cylinders, everybody gets confused. So be sure to follow the signage and try and keep them organized. Over here we have the liquid nitrogen dispenser, and this can be extremely dangerous. So we're going to go over the correct way and the incorrect way to use it. To dispense liquid nitrogen is to not wear any PPE and to not put the nozzle all the way in the dewar, because it will squirt out everywhere and burn your skin. So the correct way to use the liquid nitrogen dispenser is to have proper face protection, proper hand protection, an adequate container, and the goal here is to keep the dispenser as far away from your body as possible. So once it's in the dewar, the liquid nitrogen can then be turned on, The lab coats in Lab 2 are located in the back of the loading area. There are several different kinds and sizes. Help yourself to whatever you need for your research to be safe. And if it gets dirty, you can just put it in the hamper here and it will be cleaned by our cleaning service and returned. There is also, in these cabinets here, there is also some more PPE and lab safety supplies. So feel free to look through and help yourself. In the very back of this room, there is a dry ice container. Everybody's welcome to use this, and it is refilled every Monday. So if it's empty, just check back the next week.